So here we go. And here goes Jesse Sue with the first carry. The battle in the forwards in the first 20 minutes. You and I were talking about this is going to be absolutely key. And the boys in the studio were saying the start of this game could well determine the end of this game.
Oh, absolutely. You know, both sides have to go at this game 100 miles an hour and look to set that platform, because there's stars all over the field as they look to move over to that left-hand side through Whitbread. The big start is absolutely key this afternoon.
And that's where Hull KR have been so good this season. And this man, Dean Hadley, the swan song of his career, but having the best season of his career as Artem Moore gets the first kick away, and it's taken well by the youngster Alfie Edchill. So let's see this first set for the Leeds Rhinos. The man at dummy half, Jake Connor, of course, looking to put on a show. Lockie Miller always liked to get hand on ball, but not going very far with his first carry.
No, it's good work from the markers there. You have to be on red alert. His footwork's incredible. Lockie Miller, the number one at the back. No doubt he'll grow into this game.
McDonald. Yeah, one of 6 Leeds players in the England national squad. Now here is Connor. They're going to move the ball this afternoon, of that there's no doubt. Newman finds Edchill on this left-hand side. Good, strong defence. Tyrone May, Tom Davis, last one. It's already a fast and frenetic start. Connor lifts a high one. Burgess! Now then, has Burgess got the legs? He's got support, if not. Inside it goes for Arthur Morg. Morg gets the ball out of the back door, but it was forward. What a chance! What an opportunity! Blown by Hull KR.
Yeah, blown 100%. It was a great break from Joe Burgess. The ball back on the inside to Artem Morg, but then this part, Ryan Hall coming over off that right wing to make an important tackle, a try-saving tackle at that, Stu. But Artem Morg's got to do better here. He just throws a hand grenade and it goes forward.
And what about the cover tackle from Ryan Hall? Not bad for 37 years of age, but that's a real let-off for Leeds, but you feel that's a massive opportunity missed by the league leaders.
Yeah, without doubt. How important was that tackle there from Ryan Hall? Or how important it may be at the end of this game. This is a decent carry here.
Cooper Jenkins, an astute signing he has proved to be. Connor. The elusive Lockie Miller. Well, there you go. Hull KR win when they score first. Most of the time, Leeds win when they score first, all of the time. So let's see if that follows this afternoon. Connor back for Brodie Croft. Once again, he'll challenge Burgess, but the ball is knocked back, picked up by Jenkins. It's still the last. Still they're keeping it alive. Here is Jake Connor now. Connor gets the ball to Edchill. Edchill going for the line, and he gets stopped just short. Wow, what a start to this game. Rovers blowing it. Leeds coming within inches of taking the lead.
Well, it's all the chaos off kicks at the moment, but that pass there from Jake Connor is a good one. But look at the cover defence there, Stu. 4 and 5 shirts just in scramble mode. There's not even enough room left over. Edchill just pulled down short.
Well, that's how close he was. We've only played 4 minutes, and both teams have had great opportunities to score. Yeah, may have been. Connor it was on Davis. Early stages seem to suggest that the Leeds are going to throw this ball around. When they get the opportunity, they're going to have a go.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're attacking loads of teams at the moment, doing really, really well in that department. It's defensively where they're going to have to be on point, because Hull KR, when they get down this end of the field, they are very, very threatening. Mikey Lewis now with an early kick.
That's a great kick. That's a fantastic kick from Lewis behind the defence. Miller has to come across 50 yards to take it. May misses the first tackle. Davis doesn't miss the second. But that's the beauty of the Mikey Lewis boot, isn't it?
It just gets you out of trouble, Stu. Early kick and then the chase off the back of it.
Headshot inches away from a try to give Leeds Rhinos the lead. Here is Alensky. Leeds just shy of halfway. Couple of tackles left in the set. Palacia involved. McDonald on the far side. Takes play just inside the KR half. Croft made to hurry with that kick. And Davis watches it well, but good chase, good tackle by Lockie Miller. It's a fast, isn't it? It's furious, frenetic, but it's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
already a great watch.
Yeah, just a couple of Brodie Croft kicks there, just landing a little bit short. He perhaps would like a bit more kick meters on them. It's a couple of times now KR have just been able to catch the ball 30 metres away from their own end.
Broadbent eventually plays the ball. Here is Jesse Sue. Reece Martin now against his former club. Hull KR successfully winning that disciplinary case in midweek. And Reece Martin could have faced a 4, 5 or even 6 match ban. Lewis again gets the kick away. Which way is it going to bounce? Favourably this time for Leeds Rhinos. Ball goes dead. And it'll be a tap 20 for Leeds and a 7 tackle set. 7 minutes have flown by, still 0-0. Kyle Amor.
Yeah, Mikey Lewis there just with a bit too much on that kick. Gives away the 7 tackle set, but it just feels like that's the first time in the opening 7 minutes that the players have been able to get any sort of breather, Stu.
Newman. Oh, good shot to hit. What a hit that was. Mickey McAlorum. 400 appearances, but still making hits like that. Ouch.
Well, this is what he brings, Stu. Plenty of dog in him. There's a chance here through the middle of the field. Croft, he's well met there, though, by Minchella covering.
Yeah, had to be as well. He was looking for support, and he had it there. Brodie Croft on his right-hand side. This is a fabulous start. We thought it was going to be the game of the weekend. It's got to go some maybe to beat what we saw between Lee and Wigan. But this is fantastic in the opening 10 minutes. Here with Connor again causing problems. Miller looking for a way through, and brought down he was by Petha Hiku. Referee Chris Kendall saying tackle completed. Elmo on the ground. It'll be a turnover and Rovers get it back. But it has been, it's an old cliche, but one end to the other.
Yeah, there's some neat shape there from Leeds. Just got pulled down there through Lockie Miller on tackle 5, turning the ball over down this end of the field for Hull KR as Davis, what form he's been in, lifted there and dumped back.
Callum Watkins, arguably one of the signings of the season.
It's great to see him back in the blue and amber shirt.
He's been incredible since moving back to Leeds from Salford, of course. Here is Hadley, already the last though, only just inside the Leeds half. It's Artem Morg under pressure from Watkins, who gets the kick away and taken by Miller on his own try line. We're coming up for 10 minutes. What's the verdict so far?
Well, it's been like a game of chess at the moment, Stu. No, neither side really, apart from that break through the middle of the field through Burgess. And the rest of it's just been sort of feeling one another out at the moment.
Newman looking for a way through. The two lead centres, of course, Newman and Hamley included in that England squad. Countdown to the Ashes continues. But here, the countdown to the grand final continues. And Jake Connor having a word there with Chris Kendalls. It's called a forward pass. Doesn't like the decision. He'll always argue the decision. No way, he says. No way was that forward. What do you reckon?
Well, it certainly looked forward from up here. It's always difficult to tell, isn't it, with the replay, with the different angles. That certainly looks forward on that angle. Watkins and Connor shake their head. A big opportunity now here for KR.
Well, that's just part of Jake Connor's DNA, is that he'll never agree with any decision that goes against him, but it's all part of what makes him such a fabulous player. He divides opinion, doesn't he? Sean Wayne's opinion at the moment is that he doesn't fit into his Ashes plans.
No, it appears not. One of those noticeable absentees of that squad. As Brad Arthur looks on, there's a chance here now for McIlaurin from the base of the scrum.
Brad Arthur reckons Jake Connor should be playing in that first test. McIlaurin gets up, plays the ball. Here is Minchella. Jesse Sue now. Well, as close this as Hull KR have come since that opportunity that they blew in the opening couple of moments. Here's Minchella now, and May. Ball goes inside, and there it is for Reece Martin. It had to be Reece Martin against his former club. Martin with a sidestep, and in the end made it look very, very easy. Made his name at the Leeds Rhinos, but making Hull KR's day with the first try here at Craven Park. Martin gives Rovers the lead, and it all came from that close call, forward pass against Jake Connor.
Well, it was a forward pass from Jake Connor that led to the scrum. And then from this, Jake Connor, these aren't pretty pictures, are they? That's an awful attempt of a tackle from him. And Reece Martin just ghosts through an enormous hole. Jake Connor has to protect his inside shoulder much, much better than that. And the right edge back rower goes through for the first points of the afternoon.
Well, he liked that, didn't he? Willie Peters, and why not?
Well, this is what we said, you know, when Hull KR get down to this end of the field, we're talking about Leeds Rhinos' attack and the scoring points. But ultimately, against the very best team in the competition at the moment, you have to be able to defend your try line much, much better than that.
First real threat. Over 1,000 points for Leeds, of course, Reece Martin, but his first try for Rovers here at Craven Park, and it could be a huge moment in this game. Artem Morg, Super League's top goal kicker, Super League's top point scorer. And he adds another 2, and 6-0 it is, and it's Leeds Rhinos who blink first in this big game here at Craven Park.
Yeah, that'll be disappointing for Brad Arthur, because this is just too simple. It's just a short ball. Got to be able to double defend at that part of the field. He gets caught heading out. Just too easy, Stu.
The 2 points to the ROBINS, sponsored by the Dream Company, scorer 35, Artem Morg.
Looking to go 6 points clear at the top of the Super League table. Really a case of catch as if you can, and I wonder if anybody can.
Oh, well, I dare I say that there's one hand, possibly 2, firmly on that league leaders' shield. There's still plenty of time left to play.
Well, it's interesting what the boys were talking about before and how they planned for the rest of the season. When they beat Wakefield here last weekend, we were talking to Willie Peters after the game, weren't we? And we asked him, does your season come down now to 2 games, to a semi-final and a final, and how do you manage it?
Well, I think that is the key at the moment. Minchella just looks to punch a hole through the end of the rock there. 6 again called here.
Against Jared O'Connor, yes, so Leeds putting themselves under more pressure. Here is Reece Martin. Mikey Lewis. Can't take your eyes off him when he's got the ball in his hands. Here is Minchella now, and Jesse Sue. Rovers looking to go back-to-back after that try from Reece Martin. They'll already be eyeing October, make no mistake. Hadley, after the disappointment, not just of losing the grand final, but their performance in the grand final last year. McIlaurin, Lewis now, that may well have come off a a Leeds hand first, and it could well be that Rovers are going to get the ball back. Yeah, that's what Chris Kendall is signalling, and that's what we saw, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Mikey Lewis there, he gets away with one because that's an awful take for Jai Whitbread to pull that in, but Croft gets a hand on it, and this is the third set now, if you think back to the 6 again from Minchella.
Yeah.
And worryingly for Leeds, it was from a scrum.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they had forward pass. It led to a try. They've had a set restart, which has led to this position. Then they got a hand on the ball, perhaps a touch unlucky, but what a chance this is for Rovers. Lewis now, Broadbent. Full set right on that Leeds try line, coming up to 15 minutes gone. Lewis once more. The impressive Dean Hadley. McAlorum and Minchella. Tyrone May. There may be space here for Hiku. That's a fantastic tackle.
Yeah, great tackle. Had to be as well.
He was handling with the tackle. Morg was at dummy half. McAlorum feeds Minchella. 2 tackles left in this set for Rovers on that Leeds try line. Tyrone May. Lewis with the short pass. Great tackle from Brodie Croft. It looks like Newman's down injured as well. And Lewis is saying that he couldn't pick the ball up because Harry Newman was down injured. But it's given as a knock-on.
Yeah, I think Mikey Lewis there is just trying to con the referee. It was a brilliant carry. Brodie Croft and Newman left on the floor. And then Mikey Lewis, I think he knows what he's doing there. He's trying to play for that penalty. When he loses the ball and it's an error. And Harry Newman's down, he looks uncomfortable, Stu.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? His left shoulder. And that will be a real worry for Brad Arthur. It was his partner in crime, wasn't it?
And you're looking down
Ash
the bench.
Handley, who that brilliant try-saving tackle to keep out Petter Hiku, but a bit more encouraging maybe here, Newman. He's up and about, and he wants to carry on.
That's good to see. It's just this tackle here, that left arm. Just landing awkwardly.
Yeah, his arm sort of went underneath his body, didn't it? Edgell for Leeds, 6-0 it is, but defensively they kept Rovers out. And that's encouraging. Cooper Jenkins. Good defence again from Reece Martin. Here is Watkins now, and Edgell's got chance down this left-hand side, but Tyrone May, defensively one of the best half-backs in the league, and he proves it again there. Jake Connor and Brodie Croft. Oh, great offload by Palacia. Croft now finds McDonald, and here is Newman. Back in business after that injury, but being pushed here and pushed and pushed. Can he stay in play? Well, that was great defence there by Rovers. Newman did manage to stay in play. It's getting feisty. Kick goes up, Morg goes up. Takes it well. Under real pressure there for Jake Connor, the young fullback. That was a cracker.
Yeah, he done well there to take that under pressure from Connor. Just keeps his eye on it all the way. Connor trying his very best.
Thunderous tackle by Jenkins on Davis. Getting a little hotter, isn't it? Bit feisty, what we wanted. Yeah. Dean Hadley manages to get back McDonald, who comes back for seconds, brought down on halfway. Last tackle, Rovers 6-0 up. Lewis goes towards the sidelines, and Lockie Miller will just let that ball roll out, but I like that from Mikey Lewis, just taking a bit of fizz out of the situation. Rovers 6-0 up.
That's it, yeah. If you think back where they started, 15 metres away from their own line, and that ball just trickles over to turn Leeds Rhinos around. They've got to go 90 metres up the other end of the field, Stu, if they're going to get anything out of this set. As Edgell looks to start it all off.
And it's 5th game of the season Alfie Henschel came back into the side with that thumping win over Leeds last weekend. Ledsky now. Leeds win. They leapfrog Saints and go back into fourth spot in Super League. And of course, that's the big game next Friday on Sky Sports, isn't it? From Headingley. Leeds against Saints. Miller.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
that's very
great
good.
stuff from Watkins now. Here is Hanley. There's a great chance now if Hanley can get inside, but he runs into Arthur Moore. Brilliant fullback play from the Frenchman. Still one more tackle left in this set. They're going to spread the ball from left to right, but McDonald drops it.
Yeah,
Brilliant tackle from Morg, and then the error forced on the other side.
Yeah, he just takes his eye off the ball, Stu. It was there for the taking. It was going to be a 3-on-2. He just loses it.
That was great fullback play by Arthur Morg, though.
Well, it was nice hands as well from the Rhinos, Stu, to create that space. But you're right, Arthur Morg has to put his body in front there, and he does it well. Minchella.
Such a big part of Rovers over the last 3 or 4 years, Minchella. And what a season this young man has had. Jack Broadbent, man for all seasons, jack of all trades, as we called him before. He literally has been. Here is Reece Martin. Offload, and Hiku finds Davis. Davis goes round Ash Handley. 25 yards out, last tackle. Lewis. Well, that's going to go right up to the goal line, and Miller does well. The chasing pack led by Morg. Midway through the first half, as good as we hoped it would be, Hull KR 6-0 up.
Yeah, and they're just starting now, Hull KR. Just to turn the screw, that kick there, and then they go after teams defensively. As McDonald tries to make up for that error a minute or two ago.
Here is Cam Smith. Last tackle. 7th consecutive game. Cam Smith has found himself on the bench, but so important for Leeds. Kick downfield. It went backwards, says the referee. He actually went in between Tom Davis's legs, didn't he? Has he got away with one?
He certainly touched it. And the referee has deemed it going backwards. You see, yeah, it does. It spills between his legs and goes behind his Burgess. This is what Hull KR do really well. Their ability, Stu, to win the floor, win the ruck speed, and then you've got guys like Kalepi Tanganoich send on to cause all sorts of carnage on that left edge.
Well, the marker was square. Brilliant read from McDonald to bring down Jez Litton, who's on to replace McAlorum. Lewis with the high kick, taken on his try line there, right on the line by Lockie Miller.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned there the introduction of Litton and Kalepi Tanganoich, but what a bench that is. Jared Wirra-Hargreaves and Sam Luckley, who's in sensational form also. It's a healthy bench.
Well, Danny Maguire was saying, wasn't he, in the build-up to the game, that it's your full squad that wins silverware, that wins trophy. When you look at that bench, it's strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cam Smith, and here is Jake Connor again attacking this right edge Rovers defence. Hiku with the tackle on Handley. On the last, Connor goes high. It's a testing one. It foxes Burgess, but it doesn't Arthur Morg, and he was nearly away, you know. If he managed to get past Palacia there was only Miller to beat in back play.
And they slip past Cam Smith. And then here they go again, marching forward.
Lewis. 22 minutes of whiz by. Here's Dean Handley. Reece Martin's try the difference. Lewis, now the chase is on. That's a great kick. Across comes Miller. Oh, brilliant. Under pressure from Burgess and from Broadbent. That was superb from the Leeds fullback. There was so much space for the Hull KR duo. Terrific fullback play from Lockie Miller.
Yeah, it was a neat kick from Mikey Lewis and a good chase from Burgess. He just gets beaten to it. Lockie Miller there with footwork then to supply the offload to Ryan Hall. Brilliant stuff.
Go, Free. You're not even passed.
Jared O'Connor. The Rovers claim he lost the ball there. Play on, says the referee. So Leeds do, with Callum Watkins again attacking this edge, but it wasn't the best of passes. Can't really be too hard there on the winger Alfie Edgell. It wasn't the best of passes, I don't think, from Callum Watkins.
No, it wasn't. He goes for the cutout ball. And perhaps just a simple catch and pass would have been enough. He's just in front of Edgell. Well, they fancy this left edge, don't they?
Well, absolutely, but we spotted that from the first 4 or 5 minutes. This is where they're going to attack the Hull KR right edge defence.
Well, we saw on that last play there before it got to Watkins, Peter Hiku just getting a bit nervous and jumping ahead and trying to solve it on his own. Perhaps that's the link, or the weakest link in this Hull KR defence that they're targeting.
Well, Hull KR has scored 30 points in 7 consecutive Super League games. They're averaging 34 points a game. Only 6 so far. Lewis with a dummy. Lewis, he was nearly through. Scragged to the ground by McDonald. That was a really important tackle. But then Miller came in, held on too long. It'll be a set restart. And another opportunity for Hull KR to put more points on the board as they look to double their lead. Minchella now, Tyrone May, great pickup by Broadbent.
Oh, you spotted it there, Stu.
It was a brilliant
pickup.
It was a great tackle from Hall, but what a pickup under pressure from the young man. Kalepi Tanganoa, Leeds resolute in defence. Just one crack, which led to the Reece Martin try. Minchella. And that's McDonald with the tackle, but they're very close to that line now. Litton! And was that high? Newman on Lewis. I think the referee is saying it was all okay. Lewis is down. Knock on, they're claiming.
Russia, we have a captain's challenge by Hull KR.
But it's a captain challenge. Hull KR
There's a high tackle.
are going to challenge this on a high tackle. Liam Rush is the video ref.
Okay, it's tackle 4. Hull KR are challenging the ruling of a knock-on. So Lewis does lose the ball there. Do we have any other angles just to check whether there's any foul play in the tackle?
Hang on. Yeah.
Okay, so we just need to establish this, if there's any foul play in the tackle by Newman. If we go really slow on this. Okay, so Harry Newman makes contact with the neck of Mikey Lewis, which then leads into him dropping the ball. The challenge is successful. It's going to be a penalty to Hull KR for a high tackle by Harry Newman.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Challenge successful. Kyle Amor had a puzzled look on his face.
Yeah.
Did Mikey Lewis lose the ball before there was contact?
Well, he does. The contact is there, deemed to be round the neck. Well, Mikey Lewis makes a meal of it, no doubt about it. He leaves the field for a head injury assessment. And there's no direct contact with the head there.
I would agree, but he gets tackled here. So a possible block there has no relevance. Yeah, it would have been, but there's no effect, and it's not foul.
Well, there you go. Successfully, around about 25% tries from penalties rather than kicks, but because the game is so tight, you can't blame Rose. For me, this will be a big bonus 2 points.
Oh, massive. You know, you have to take your points in the big games. Points are a premium. And the ability of Artie Morg certainly had the extras, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So far, 136 points in 11 and a half games for Hull KR.
There's two more.
Yeah, make that 138 points. So it was a controversial decision, the controversial call. It was given on the field as a knock-on. It appeared to us that Lewis lost the ball before the contact.
Yeah, no, he does, and that's probably the frustrating part about it if you're a Leeds Rhinos fan here or at home. He loses the ball, and there is contact. It is a penalty, yes, it is. But the error was just before it. But it doesn't matter, because it's 8-0.
We like a bit of controversy. We like a bit of drama. 8-0. 13 minutes to go in what's been a pulsating first half. Here is Tom Davis, as Kyle mentioned. Incredible try-scoring record, 17 already. Scored his first hat-trick, didn't he, against Wakefield, his first for Hull KR.
Yeah, but again, his real value, and the real value in Hull KR's backline is their ability to fight for play of the balls, generate ruck speed. It's so difficult to defend against. And they're largely why Hull KR spend more time down the other end of the field, Stu, than in their own half.
Relentless is the word that comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a decent read there from Handley.
Last tackle, just inside their own half of the field. It was a good tackle, Hamley on Morg. Litton lifts one towards Miller, who takes it really well. Lost 6 on the spin against Hull KR Leeds. Will this be their day? They've got some work to do. Lissoni on for the Leeds Rhinos. Excitement always goes up a notch or two when Big Sam comes onto the field. Real impact player.
Yeah, and the players, they get excited when he carries the ball. Everybody else flattens up, prepared for a quick ruck. He's going here, carry 2 again.
A lot of speculation that he'll be playing his rugby league over the other side of this city of Hull next year. That's for the future. For the present, Leeds are looking to put points on the board against a team with the best defensive record in Super League. Well, they switch play through Miller, picked up on the bounce by Jake Connor. Kick goes towards that left-hand corner. Ball bounces backwards and bounces into the arms of Arthur Morg.
It's not forward though, Stu.
Was it?
I think
Was it by Burgess?
Yeah, Burgess on that far side of the field, competing with Ryan Hall. And he's deep to hit that forward. Yeah.
Well spotted, Chris Kendall.
Well, here's a rare opportunity in this game. It's took, what, 29 minutes before Leeds Rhinos have had a full set inside of their opposition 20-metre zone.
And 10 minutes to half-time.
You'd think, wouldn't you, how they've played over the course of the first 30, that they'll fancy this left edge with the ball.
Well, they're lining up on this left-hand side with Connor and with Miller. Maybe it's a bluff. As Croft spins to the right, it is a buff, because Connor finds Brodie Croft, eventually brought down by Kalepi Tanganoa. They went really close in the opening 5 minutes through Alfie Edgehill. They've got a great chance here. Tom Holroyd, right in front of the post. As close as they come with a full set, this, the Leeds Rhinos. Here is Miller. Miller there for Watkins, looking for the offload, but just couldn't risk it, but they're going to get a set restart. It's a 6 again, right on that try line. Smith and Miller! Miller puts it down, under pressure. Well, they had the chance. They were building some pressure, and they didn't take the chance.
Yeah, what a wonderful read that was. I think it was Broadbent. He came a long way. He's on the inside of his post. If Lockie Miller has the catch and pass in him, then they're done on that right edge, but take nothing away from the read. He had to come up with it, and he did. Here's Jarrell Hargreaves now.
And he's going to make a difference. Absolutely certain. Really great for Hull KR that Willie Peters has the luxury of being able to play Waria Hargreaves and McAlorum with injuries arguably at Wembley. They haven't played since Wembley. They're fit now, big game, and they're rolled out once more.
Yeah, but it gives the rest of the players a big boost, Stu.
Last one of this set. Litton. should be an easy take, and is for Lockie Miller.
One. Move! Don't go over. Wait, Kalepe. Wait now. Go, one. Reece Martin.
Ryan Hall.
2. Movement! 10 metres, Jack. Hit a line.
What a part he played for 3 years here in kicking off this Hull KR revival. Ryan Hall, he bought into the project, didn't he?
Yeah, 106 games and 62 tries as well, so a healthy return. And he's back in the colours of where it all started for him at Leeds Rhinos.
And he's going round again in 2026.
Unbelievable.
Well, it was nearly an interception by Litton. It was a very loose pass. Fortune favouring Leeds.
I'll tell you something, Stu, the edges of Hull KR today are jamming quite heavily.
Brodie Croft as heavy as he could boot that downfield, you feel. Here is Artem Morg.
And Tom Holroyd there looked like he came out of that a bit rattled. Looks wobbly.
Davis just shy of halfway. Here is Artem Morg.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he just had the old boxer's legs on him there, Stu. Just a bit wobbly as he came out of that.
Man, we might have to just have a look at Tom Holroyd there. That smashed into Artem Morg's cheek, didn't it? But he looks to be okay, the French fullback, the French flyer, who's been another of these fantastic mid-season signings. Minchella. On the last. McLaurin finds Litton. Hall. A little wobble, wasn't there? Just a little wobble, but took it in the end.
Yeah, the last 3 sets, Stu, they've ended it really, really well. Turning the screw on their opposition. 8 points lead in here, and they're going after more before half-time. A wonderful kick, a great chase, and a good first tackle in that set.
McLaurin still to the fore. Litton coming on to replace Mikey Lewis. His head assessment time actually runs out at half-time, so they're going to make a decision then, but I'm pretty sure that Lewis will be fine to come back out for the start of the second half. Here's Cameron Smith for Leeds.
Just about to
Miller
say,
once more.
it was a wonderful set there from Hull KR. They're going to have to kick the ball deep through Connor. 30 metres away from their own end, and it's going to go straight to Burgess.
8-0, 6 minutes to half-time. Pulsating first 40 minutes, as we would expect. A real battle.
And it just looks like it's the Rhinos who need the half-time hooter. And they're looking a bit slow through this middle.
Broadbent. Yeah, Rovers definitely trying to up the pace at the play of the ball. Here is Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Turning, twisting, trying to offload. McLaurin. They go the short side now with Tyrone May. Here is Reece Martin, the only try so far of this first half. Martin for Rovers. Again, they go short. May now for Davis. Oh, Tom Davis, no, it's ruled forward. The last pass from Artem Morg to Tom Davis ruled forward. Otherwise, that would have been sensational.
No, it was brilliant short side play. Just the final part was deemed to have gone forward. It's very difficult, isn't it, to see. You have to trust with what the touch judge stood right there has called it. Artem Morg just can't quite nail that catch and pass.
Spectacular try it would have been, but isn't. 8-0 it remains. Here we go. Morg with a... Yeah, it was forward. It's a great camera angle, that, isn't it? Definitively tells you that the ref was spot on, and so was the touch judge. 8-0 it remains into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Smith once more. Brought down by his opposite number, Minchella. Sony. That was some welcoming party, wasn't it? Warrior-Hargreaves, Hadley, Minchella. Croft again, kicking from deep inside his own half of the field. Taken by Artem Morg.
Yeah, they've totally controlled this second 20 minutes of this first half of the home team. The Rhinos just kicking from deep every set.
We mentioned that Hull KR have beaten Leeds the last 6 times they've played, but on each occasion it's been by 10 points or less, Kyle. So
yeah,
it's still that close. And I'm just wondering, for all the ball and pressure that Hull KR have had, would Brad Arthur be reasonably okay with, with just 8-0 at half-time?
Yeah, look, there's still plenty of time left to go in this game. You know, he won't be too concerned at the moment, but this doesn't help. Players shooting in, and they've got a numbers on this edge.
Litton, he was nearly through. Offload, brilliant ball now for Tangamera. Tangamera's got the ball. It was forward. It was forward. Chris Campbell was right up with play. It's another try that they've blown. What on earth have they done? What Tangamera done?
Oh, goodness me. Kalepi Tanganoa. That's a shocker. And that is an absolute chance blown. The simplest of skill. He knows it.
My, oh my. You can see the whites of Joe Burgess's eyes. It was as easy a try he would score in his entire career. Difficult to see how he got that one so wrong when he got it all so right.
I bet if he does that 100 times over, he doesn't do that.
37 minutes, Rovers blowing a certain try. Just put a little red asterisk in our notebooks there, Kyle. That might be a key moment, because we were just talking about Leeds being happy, possibly going in only 8 points down.
Yeah.
Miller's pass taken on the bounce by Hanley. Hanley with a lovely slice of foot there. Ed Chillow is brought down right on the touchline by May and by Hiku and by Davis. Are there points in this in the closing stages of this first half for Leeds? Well, midway inside the half, last tackle. Jared O'Connor, Jake Connor, Brodie Croft. Now then, Newman will chip that down towards the try line, but it was well read by Artem Morg. Again, Morg will eventually play the ball.
I think that's the best set that Leeds Rhinos have finished. Kicking into that corner and challenging Hull KR to come out of the pocket.
Thoroughly enjoyable first 40 minutes. We've had so much entertainment and drama and action, and the only surprise is we've had just one try.
Yeah, you know, you think back to that Archimog break early on in the piece. After that, from Burgess, sorry.
Yeah.
And they've blown a try there. Then Kalapi Tanginoa. It could have been a lot more heavier on the scoreboard. However, there's still only 8 points in it.
First half, fabulous game, coming to a close. It was Brodie Croft. But we've had a knock-on by Callum Watkins. It may well have been, but the half-time hooter has gone on the day of his 400th career appearance. So Hull KR get us underway, leading by 8. It should have been more, but Leeds are banging this.
There's a big carry as well, straight off the back friends from Sam Lasoni.
Complete the sets, give yourselves a chance. That'll be the message that we know Brad Arthur has sent out. Here is Ryan Hall, and he pushes off Burgess, who comes back for more and just about brings him down with the help of Broadbent. McDonnell now for the Leeds Rhinos. Don't forget, Hull KR already have a record 5 occasions that they've nilled their opponents in Super League this season. Holroyd, just shy of halfway. Jared O'Connor. That's a great pass from Jake Connor, and Miller, Hanley can't hold on. And Rovers get it back. Well, what we're saying about completing your sets, first opportunity and they put the ball down.
Yeah, the first set. It was good shape, wasn't it, through Connor? Nice little subtle pass. Then Hanley just can't take that one in. It is low and dipping for him. But it's Hull KR now, we're in Leeds' territory.
Crucial 10 minutes coming up, I'm sure. Reece Martin, Litton, Kalepi Tanganawa, whose forward pass cost a try. There he is, Mikey Lewis. Won't be seeing him for the rest of this game. Maybe not next week as well, when they have that big game away at Lee. Our Rovers going 6 points clear, and Leeds going back into third place. Gerard Warrior-Hargreaves play 10 yards away from the Leeds line. Last tackle in the set, but they're threatening here once more. Litton with the kick through, and well taken by Miller. Well read, under pressure there from Tanganawa.
Yeah, he had to be brave there, Miller. The bounce was kind for him. The left edge just chasing that kick down, but again, Stu, the boys down pitch side mentioned it at half-time, where Hull KR are finishing their sets, and they're doing exactly the same here.
Harry Newman, no joy for the Leeds centre. It really is a defensive steel, several inches thick, isn't it?
Yeah,
of KR this season.
Yeah, ruthless and relentless. They just keep going at it. Even when they look stretched, they work so hard underneath the ball.
Already the last, and they're kicking from 25 yards away from their own line. Picked up by Artem Moore. Well, there you have it. 8 points conceded per game. That is astonishing. Leeds' defence is pretty useful, though. Only 13.
Yeah.
But can they find a way through the Hull KR defence? Already inside the Leeds half. Third tackle of the set. Broadbent skips out of the challenge of McDonnell. Eventually brought down by Smith. Minchella. Morg. Slips, goes down. Dean Hadley. What a season he's had. But again, look where they are. Last tackle of the set. Look how close they are. May offloads it again. Tyrone May. Can he get the ball out? He tries to. Thinks again. Can't. Brought down. Good defence by Leeds. It was Hanley who brought down Tyrone May. And they've had two goes, haven't they, at the Leeds line already?
Yeah, they put up perhaps light something on the end of that. However, they're okay. Stu, in just turning the ball over and challenging Leeds Rhinos.
Well, we saw in the first half they're not afraid of playing, and they're definitely targeting the right edge Rovers defence, aren't they? But with no joy so far. Cam Smith.
Just perhaps need a bit more time down in good ball, because it doesn't look like they're going to break deep into their own half of the field. But here comes Croft out to Holroyd, who looks, and there's a gap.
Well, here's a gap. Holroyd. High tackle as well by Jared Warrior-Hargreaves on Sam Lasoni. The good offload. Careless more than anything else.
Yeah, Holroyd there just opening up through the middle. Just as I was saying, it doesn't look like a break's going to come for them. They get a penalty.
Let's see if they can build some pressure.
Yeah, that's it. They just need a bit of time down this end of the field, and Miller just goes to tap and pinches 15 metres.
Yeah, good thinking from Lockie Miller. Here is Handley. Now, what can Leeds come up with at the start of this second half? Trailing 8-0. Callum Watkins. One-handed offload for Smith. Here is Brodie Croft now and Harry Newman. A try now, and it really will be game on. Can they get on the board? Can they get in the game? Jared O'Connor. Smith with a short pass for Lasoni. Sam Lasoni powers through, and they are back in the game. They do have the try. Big Sam with the big play and the big try.
Yeah, it's exactly what the game needed. It was a wonderful run from Sam Lasoni, who just burst through two defenders, leaves them behind, scores an important try. as you would imagine, where this kick is. Imagine it'd be 6. They all came about through Jarrell Hargreaves catching Sam Lasoni high. And a couple of plays later, Cam Smith with a beautiful ball gets in between Reece Martin and Elliot Minchella. And just like Reece Martin's try when we said Conan has to be stronger, well, Reece Martin, he has to be a bit more stiffer in defence here. He just blasts through
laid a finger on him.
Yeah. Well, he gets a piece on him, Stu, but it just needs to be stronger. We'll take nothing away from the direct approach there of Leeds Rhinos.
It all came. You mentioned them, in a way, you jinxed Hull KR. You said you didn't think that Leeds were going to be able to break the line. Well, they did break the line through Holroyd. The offload led to the penalty. The penalty led to pressure. The pressure led to a try. And here is Jake Connor now. 8 out of 8 with the boost in their big win over the Lee Leopards last weekend.
Time back on.
8-6 it is. We have got a fantastic half hour or so coming up at Craven Park.
It was a nice try, the middle forwards just combining with one another. Cam Smith, he's got the subtleties and the skill of a half-back. He just digs into the line under pressure from Wirra Hargreaves. And Sam Lasoni just burst through 2 decent defenders.
Okay, do you want to make it official, yeah? All right. We've had an allegation of an eye gouge. The incident will go on report. It'll be reviewed tomorrow. All right, let's go.
On report.
Stay behind, boys. Yeah, I'll give you time, Dora. Stay behind, Arthur.
The disciplinary will have a look at that.
Wait.
Chris Kendall firming his instructions. Moore with the kickoff. Run through Holroyd once more.
He's saying he's been eye gouged by the looks of it. And here comes the try scorer with more impact here, Stu.
Oh, Lasoni, big impact.
And here it is there.
Dean Hadley was accusing that. We're going to have a look at that tomorrow, I'm sure.
Another penalty here, Hull KR. They're just losing the plot at the moment defensively. A good carry from Sam Lasoni.
All of a sudden, little change in the atmosphere here at Craven Park. Leeds are stepping up. Brodie Croft and Lockie Miller. Brought down by Litton. The ball had already gone, but all was fair in love and war there. Jared O'Connor at dummy half. Leeds back in it. Now looking for a try that would put them in front. He's made a big difference, hasn't he? Tom Holroyd, without a doubt. Croft once more. Newman now for Ryan Hall. Big moments in this game. Newman finds Croft. A big hit there on Brodie Croft by Burgess, but Leeds still in possession here with Callum Watkins. Watkins with the fancy footwork. Smith goes to ground. Desperate defending this time from the league leaders. Croft changes direction, finds Lasoni. Lasoni, the power of Lasoni. Beat Tanganoa to the punch. Now it's Miller. Watkins again, the space on that left-hand side. Ball for Edgehill. Edgehill goes for the line. Big tackle from Tom Davis right on the try line. Miller. Holroyd, is he brought down? He is. Great defence from Hull KR. Leeds gave it a real go there. But this is really good, intense Super League rugby at the highest quality.
Yeah, the front rower shouldn't be getting caught with the ball there, Stu. Between Lockie Miller and Connor, they just have to put boot to ball, roll it in behind, create more pressure. This game's spicing up now.
Yeah.
Oh, penalty.
I'm not sure what's he given here.
Hargreaves.
I think it may well have been dissent.
Elliot, he's given me 2 there. I give him the first one, I'm not giving him the second one.
Jared Warrior-Hargreaves may have said something out of turn here.
Yeah, I think OKR are rattled ever since that try. Defensively, there's just been a little bit in there. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves off a kickoff goes flying to try and put one on Holroyd, misses him. And it's just boiling over.
Well, Willie Peters will be a little bit concerned. A lack of discipline, but also the fact that Leeds, we talked about building pressure, didn't we? Pressure equals points. They've got 6, and they're surely about to level this game now with Jake Connor.
Danny Maguire mentioned about a golden point. Can you imagine here with Connor? He'll lock this in at 8-all. Meat and drink for him, this. 15 metres out, centre of it.
A real sea change. I said right at the start, if Leeds can win here, they would lay down a massive marker for the rest of the season.
Yeah. We started the second half with everything that's been needed. Won a couple of penalties. And crucially, when they've got down this end of the field, they've walked away with points.
Jake Connor for 8 apiece. And Leeds have turned it around in the first 10 minutes or so of this second half. It is 8 points apiece. Real belief amongst the Rhinos fans. Hull KR winning 15 out of 16 from the start of the Super League season. A record going back nearly 60 years. But Magic Mikey sat on the sidelines, can manage a little smile as he notices his face on the big screen, but how much of a miss is he going to be?
Well, he certainly is. Look, the scoreboard suggests, doesn't it? As soon as he's been off the field, it's 8 points in favour of the visitors. We're just starting to get more and more belief as this game goes on.
Ash Hamley brought down Petter Hiku with a fine tackle. Cam Smith put a big shift in, hasn't he, since he came on. 17 or 18 minutes into the game. Croft finds Newman now. Newman well wrapped up by Jack Broadbent, but they were threatening again. They switched the attack to the right-hand side. Jake Connor hoists a high one. It's a difficult one, and it's well taken. That's a really good take by Artem Ward. Here is Tom Davis. It's hotting up. This is really good. Hiku brought down. OKR are just trying to get a foothold back into this game. Who'd have thought we'd be saying that?
Yeah, it's all in favour of the Leeds Rhinos at the moment. You have to be able to handle momentum. It does ebb and flow all the time in a game of rugby league. But the
beauty of it, isn't it?
The Rhinos have taken advantage.
Litton, well read again by Lockie Miller at fullback. The chase is decent. And Miller brought down about 12 yards away from his own try line. Coming up for 55 minutes gone. 8 apiece, 8 points as many as Hull KR have conceded on average in their Super League season so far. And Lenski back on just to add some power to that Leeds Rhinos pack. On the last, Smith brought down just inside his own half. Here is Brodie Croft. Time to get the kick away. Finds Burgess close to his own line, and we talked about the kicks from Leeds in the first half. Big difference in the second.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're doing everything that's what needed to be done in this game. And we're in a cycle here now, Stu, and it's just a case of who's going to crack first. It's set for set. We're almost into the halfway point of the second half.
Davis and the Rovers fans wanting a penalty. Chris Kendall, the ref, not having any of it. Hiku, just shy of halfway. They're in a real scrap here. That was charged down, was it? The referee will say no. It was ball hit man rather than man play ball, so it's already the last tackle. It's Arthur Morg who will get the kick away this time, but an easy take for Miller.
Nice feet.
Yeah, eludes the tackle there of Tyrone May.
There's a good chase from the half-back there to get down that end of the field. It's the right-sided half chasing down a kick on the left edge, but the Rhinos may have a chance here. Can't get the ball out.
Yeah, Edson was trying to get the ball away, wasn't he? Leeds claiming a high tackle on Alfie Edghill. Here is Callum Watkins. 18 years at the top level, Callum Watkins. 18 years and still as good as ever.
It's all class, isn't it?
Croft. Miller. He's so good, isn't he? He's so good at beating a tackle. Ryan Hall pushes away Burgess, then pushed away McAlorum. Last tackle halfway. Handley finds Croft. They are trading blows, aren't they, here?
Yeah.
They're going at it.
And here's a decent kick chase as well through the middle of the field as Aletsky doesn't quite complete that tackle. And just look at what the whole KR play is here, Stu. They're just all congregated in that middle, just hoping and relying on their outside backs to get in and do some of the heavy lifting. Now they're all back.
To hear the boos from the home fans, trying to entice the ref to give a penalty for offside. Tanganoa just up to halfway. 2 left in this set. Minchella now and May, and Morg puts the ball down. And the pressure is just beginning to ramp up on the league leaders.
But they've earned it, Stu. Leeds Rhinos have gone about this second half, kicking the ball better, chasing, dare I say, just upping their effort. And they're getting the rewards for it as Morg puts the ball down, slap bang on the halfway line.
Rare error from Arthur Morg. Just shy of the hour mark. 8 all. Newman does well, makes 10 yards. Jared O'Connor marshalling his troops from dummy half. Aletsky. Miller finds Cameron Smith. They are building the pressure. Their completion rate has gone up markedly in the second half. Leeds. LKR has now made nearly 40 more tackles than Leeds in this game now. O'Connor! That's a great run from dummy half. Just set something up here for Leeds on the last. Brodie Croft. Kick goes up towards the corner. Burgess, though, watches it well, takes it well, and the arm wrestle continues.
It sure does. And there's another mistake here, though, Stu.
They've lost the ball.
They're treading water at the moment of the Robins.
Well, are they wilting a little under the pressure? Burgess with the error, just dropped the ball.
Yeah, simple put down from Burgess.
Did so well to take the high kick from Croft, then came up with a mistake. So back-to-back errors. First from Morg with the knock-on, then from Burgess dropping the ball. Willie Peters will be a touch concerned. Who can blame him?
This is a massive set.
But fair play to Leeds. They've been fabulous in the second half.
Yeah.
They have turned this around.
And they're going to come up here with a killer blow.
Went backwards, said Chris Kendall, out of the back of the scrum from Jared O'Connor, but here is the dangerous Lockie Miller. Approaching the hour. Huge moments in this game. Leeds have come from 8-0 down. Mikolaj and Aletsky. Look how close Leeds are now to that Rovers line. O'Connor and Croft. The ball goes behind the young winger Edghill. Does well to pick it up. Keep this attack going. Cam Smith. Again, you feel they're setting up for something here. Couple left in the set for Leeds. Can they hit the front for the first time? Brodie Croft kicked through towards the lines. It missed by Litton. Gets it at the second attempt and then bats the ball behind at the third attempt. And the pressure is ramped up on Rovers once more with a goal line dropout.
Yeah, neat kick there from Brodie Croft. Just causing a bit of havoc. Just trying to get that ball away. Jez Litton in the end just has to put his hand through it. But it's 6 more.
Stay behind, Jez. Stay behind. Okay, Jez. 5 seconds. Let's go.
Possession is now 54% in Leeds Rhinos' favour because they have dominated this second half. And here they come again with Tom Holroyd.
He's had a good afternoon as Tom Holroyd.
Croft. He's put a lot of hard yards. He's been playing as a prop forward effectively, hasn't he, Cameron Smith?
Hold. Go to.
Jared O'Connor. Alensky.
Third. Reese. Here we are, Jesse.
12 yards away from the line. O'Connor goes again. O'Connor right under the post.
Wait, play the ball. Go for it.
Smith, they go to the left-hand side. Jake Connor tries to put the kick through, but it's not a good one from Jake Connor.
There's a little bit in back play here.
There is in back
Jared
play.
O'Connor.
Connor's involved. The referee saying play on, so we do play on. Well, we talked about blood and thunder. There's a bit of fire out there now.
And it certainly is. We enter into the final quarter of this contest. It's 8-all, and the home team, the crowd are trying to see them home.
Well, they've been on the back foot for virtually the whole of this second half, haven't they?
Yeah.
18 minutes to go. Is Danny Maguire's prophecy of golden point going to come true? Litton on the last, left-footed. Easy take for Ryan Hall on the charge.
It all comes off the back of a decent defensive set. Ryan Hall can just collect and now give it to Newman, who always looks to see if there's an opportunity, loses his footing.
Stand! Wait. Go early, Elliot. Go to.
Well, a frenetic finale. Score. What a big hit that is. Tyrone May.
Yeah, steps into contact, lifts him off his feet.
Palacier on halfway.
It's a neat kick.
Great kick there by Connor. Just puts the pressure on Artem Moore, but just keeps Rovers crucially pinned back once more.
Yeah, just puts him in that corner. It's exactly what Hull KR were doing to Leeds Rhinos in the first half. And my goodness, how the game's flipped on its head.
All the way, Nikolai.
Interchange with 360 charge accounted for Hull. 15,
May at dummy half. Burgess now. We did talk right before half-time of putting a little red asterisk to that chance that Rovers missed with Tanganoa's forward pass to Broadbent, and it was a walk-in.
Yeah, it could have and should have been 2 tries further ahead.
But they're not. Moore gets the kick away. 8-all taken by Lockie Miller. 16 minutes to go.
One. Move, Elliot! Stand with me. Wait. Go on. 2.
Young Alfie Edghill, just 20 years of age. He's put in some meters today for sure. Hamley runs into Hiku and Hadley. Here is Callum Watkins.
4. Oh, Elliot! Here we are. Hold. Go for it. 4.
Croft.
4.
Looks for a way through on halfway. There isn't one. McAlorum and
Don't spoil the set. Go.
Lutley with the tackle.
Nikolai, give 10.
That's a huge, swirling, hanging kick. Moore watches it beautifully. Great kick, great take. 15 minutes to go.
Stand
anything could and probably will happen.
I mentioned earlier how this game is now gone into an almighty cycle.
Carl, Rovers cannot get inside the Leeds half.
No, you have to stay patient, stay exactly what they've been doing all year. There's points out there for KR, but at the moment, it's a really tight, resilient, defensive-orientated team that Leeds Rhinos have stepped it up in the second half.
Sam Luckley. Does get off well to Minchella. Minchella the same to Jez Litton. Litton looking for a way through. Throws out the dummy. Not bought by Jake Connor. But it's already the last tackle. They're only just inside the Rovers half. Morg under pressure from Connor. Gets the kick away. Taken well by Miller. Rovers wanted a penalty. Nothing doing. And Leeds will build from 20 yards out from their own line.
Yeah, it's the first time, really, that the Robins have got a decent kick and a chase onto it in this second half. As Ryan Hall just looks to carry with a bit of intent in that middle third of the field.
Tell you what, you can feel the tension around the
It's on
ground.
a knife edge, isn't it? Yeah. The game offload there, that'll help.
Yeah. Bentley on for Leeds, Watkins on the charge. When are we going to get into drop goal territory? Jared O'Connor. Well, the referee said play on. It looked like he lost the ball forward there, but it is the last. Let's have a look.
Oh, he loses that.
Yeah, they will have done. Another huge swirling kick. Burgess watches it well, but look at the chase. Croft first to him. But Bentley will be busy.
Good work there from Bentley, first of all, on Burgess as he takes the catch, but then his second job to work from marker.
Wait, don't mill. Go free, don't mill.
Round the shoulder, says the referee, as Davis is brought down. Minchella and Litton. But look once more where they are kicking from. Inside their own half, Tyrone May, again the arm wrestle continues. Edshill goes round Hiku. Edshill makes some space. Gets the ball out and gets the ball back to Miller. Miller now for Connor. Now it's a chance for Hanley. Brilliant from Leeds. Magical. Miller will score. A sensational try. One of the tries of the season. Could win one of the games of the season. Absolutely sensational from the Leeds Rhinos. They've come back from 8-0 down and they've hit the front with 12 minutes to go. That was special. That was very, very special.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. What a try that was. And it all starts with the youngster, Alfie Edgell, who just leaves Peter Hiku, goes around him. But then this is just rugby league at its best. The support play, everybody all in one motion. And that is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Well, if that's a winning try, it's a try that deserves to win every game. Well, all started by Edshill, who skipped round Hiku. Great hands from Hanley, and Miller, and Connor, and Hanley, and Miller, and brilliant.
Oh, special. What a try that was. And you just felt that the game was just, it was a complete stalemate, and it had to come up with something like this. Some magic created by the Rhinos. And the ball back on inside. Miller, who played his part earlier on in that, gets on the end of it, Stu.
Yeah, there you go. What a celebration. What a try, and what a second half from the Leeds Rhinos. 8-0 down, and the missed opportunity from half-time, Kalepi Tanganoa's forward pass, has proved to be all important. Willie Peters is staring down the barrel of Hull KR's second defeat of the season. They've been outplayed, they've been outfought, and they've been outfought in this second half.
Yeah, no, the second half has belonged all to Leeds Rhinos. Everything they've been doing has just been great to watch. Jake Connor here.
Well, this to make it a 6-point ball game. And Leeds are laying down a marker to the rest of Super League.
Sure are.
And Leeds are now in front by 14 points to 8. No Mikey Lewis, it has made a big difference. Failed an HIA, a head injury assessment. Lockie Miller finishing off a fabulous move. And Rovers have got 10 minutes.
Well, now you're going to learn a little lesson about what the league leaders have got in their pockets. Because they're going to have to come from behind here to win this game. After just the second half, they've looked a completely different team, and that's largely to what the Leeds Rhinos have been doing. Oh, there's a mistake there from Bentley. Gets away with it.
Went backwards. Yeah. Ricocheted into the arms of Brodie Croft. Bentley. Alensky beats one man, beat the tackle of Reece Martin, brought down by Litton on halfway. Croft now, a little kick down, putting Morg under pressure, but that'll do nicely for Leeds. Just waste some valuable seconds, the ball goes out, and it means that 12 yards from their own line is when Hull KR will pick the ball up. They have been nowhere near the Leeds try line for the last 25 minutes. They've got 9 minutes to go, trailing 14-8.
Well, they're going to have to figure something out here. It's a decent set from the Rhinos after points. Petahiku.
Well, here's one for you. The most points that Hull KR have conceded in a game since the win at Leeds back in April, when they scored 3 tries to win 2014.
Yeah. They're going to have to do it without Mikey Lewis, who was one of those try scorers that day.
It was. Artem Moore.
Richard Jones with 360 points in accountants, 16 Johnny Whitbread replacing 17 Reece Martin.
Where's it going to come from for Hull KR? Where is it going to come from? McAlorum. Morg under pressure. Gets the kick away. Miller can't get to it. And here is the opportunity.
This is a golden opportunity.
This is it. Mistake from Lockie Miller. It was picked up by Whitbread. Here's Jez Litton now. It seems like an age. It is an age since they've been down this end of the field, the league leaders. Minchella. Sam Luckley. Is there a way back for Hull KR? Minchella with a pass, and May it was. The right on the line. McAlorum at dummy half. It was Whitbread who was stopped just short. Artem Morg. Tyrone May. Is there an opportunity here? Broadbent just about stays in play. 2 tackles left in the set for Hull KR. May, run around move with Hadley. Ball comes out to Hiku. Hiku steps inside, but good defence from Jake Connor. Brings him down on the 10-yard line. Last tackle, May. May, can he offload the ball? He can, it's still alive. Litton gets it backwards, but they're going backwards. Broadbent misses it. Picked up by Tanganoa. Tanganoa gets it backwards. Kicked forward by Burgess. Croft chasing. Croft, in the end, it goes behind. Just drama right at the end. It'll be a tap 20. I think Brodie Croft made it a bit more dramatic than it was.
Yeah, really scruffy.
But he watched it well.
Really scruffy end to the set there, Stu. They had to keep it alive. They are chasing points. The kick from Burgess Just rolls over the dead ball line. A 7-tackle set here. So the Rhinos have just got over 6.5 minutes to see this contest out this afternoon.
Only defeat of the season came against Wigan. What a performance that was from Wigan here at Craven Park.
You have to think it was a year ago to the exact day where Catalan Dragons knocked that 1 point over 15-14 win. But since then, the league leaders have only lost 3 times to Wigan.
Defeat here, remember? No Mikey Lewis. Second half here, no Mikey Lewis.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, they're not a one-man team. You've got to give Leeds Rhinos an immense amount of credit for what they've done in the second half. Little dip by Croft. Holroyd now goes through. One more try and that would surely be it for the Leeds Rhinos. Croft finds Connor. Connor with a short pass for Watkins and the ball goes to ground. There was a case there maybe for setting up for a drop goal, which might have been enough to win it. But Rovers will get it back. But the clock is ticking. Brad Arthur, immense frustration. 5 minutes to go. Leeds in front by 14-8.
You just feel there's another score out there, Stu. Which way it'll go remains to be seen. 5 minutes left here.
How resolute have Leeds been?
Oh, they've been great in the second half. Every time we've looked at Brad Arthur, though, he still looks frustrated.
Litton. Loose pass, well picked up on the bounce by Broadbent. He's looked for a way through, skips round the challenger Brodie Croft. Less than 5 minutes to go. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. But it is the last tackle. And Litton will go high there.
Poor kick.
The ball will bounce back towards Warrior-Hargreaves. Does get the ball out here to Artem Morg. Morg for Hiku. Great challenge coming in there by Hanley. Hiku can't get the ball out. He had been brought down. The tackle had been completed. Ash Han with a thumping tackle to stop Petr Hiku in his tracks. 4 minutes to go. Leeds 4 minutes away from a famous win in this 2025 Super League season.
We just have to get to the end of this set to the Rhinos and put a neat kick in like they have been doing all this second half.
You feel Rovers may only have one more chance.
You get the sense it's going to have to come from a break of some sort.
All just shy of halfway. Bentley. Just got to play sensible rugby league from here. As Kyle says, pin Rovers as far back as they can. Watkins.
Still playing.
Yep, they are. Still having a go. Jenkins, Cooper Jenkins with the offload, and Hanley there. They do want to win it in style. They do want another try.
Oh, he's missed it.
Croft, Brodie Croft, well. There was no pressure, look at this. No pressure whatsoever. Akin to missing an open goal. So Rovers get possibly their last chance with less than 3 minutes to go. They led 8-0 at half-time. They should have been further in front. They were rue missed opportunities in the first half, but take nothing away from what we've seen from this Leeds Rhinos side in the second half. Hiku again brought down by the outstanding Ash Hanley. Have Rovers got anything? Litton, fabulous from McDonnell. What a tackle from James McDonnell. Broadbent now. McAlorum, now Minchella. Oh, the ball went back to Luckley. The ball goes down, and Leeds know that might just do it. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go between Leeds and one of their best wins. One of their best wins for some time.
And inshallah there. I understand where we are in the game, but there's a couple of tackles, sorry, still left in the bag. He goes to overplay there. Sam Luckley can't take it in. And you're right, Stu, I think Leeds are going to leave here with the 2 points in the bag, and very well deserved as well. Just those missed opportunities, I've no doubt.
Massive now, aren't they?
Kalepi Tanginawa will be dreaming about that one all night.
But it was 12-0 guaranteed, maybe 14-0 right just before half-time. They're going to lose probably the second time this season. They won 19 games out of 20 at the start of the season, 15 out of 16 in Super League. Leeds had lost 6 consecutive games against Hull KR. That is going to end on a famous afternoon here at Craven Park. The top 2 in Super League are going to lose this weekend.
Yeah, no, it makes
Wigan
it all interesting.
beaten at Lee, and Hull KR beaten by the Leeds Rhinos.
Interesting for Leeds Rhinos.
Good play, sensible play, cracking play from Connor. Ball goes out. 30 seconds to go. Is there a miracle? A miracle on Craven Street in Craven Park.
It's going to have to be.
Broadbent.
20 seconds left.
Immenseness from Leeds. You've got to say, absolutely immense. Luckily, 10 seconds to go. 1 play to go. Is there anything happening here? Litton puts the chip over, looking for Burgess. But the ball went forward, and it's tapped out of play by Harry Newman. And that is a famous, famous win. Jake Connor will lead the celebrations. We get a smile from Brad Arthur. Leeds have beaten Hull KR in an absolute thriller. The league leaders without Mikey Lewis for the whole of the second half after he failed at HIA, beaten for only the second time this season. But make no mistake, Leeds Rhinos were superb in the second half, and they deserved their win. Leeds up to 3rd, Rovers lose for the second time this season. Brilliant game, Sunday afternoon, Super League on Sky Sports, and Leeds have beaten Hull KR